Right, having a little bit of a quick sort out here. If anyone has a CRF 450, a 2005 is what I had, so it may fit other years, but a 2005 CRF 450. I've got, this is the thing what attached to the seat and the tank. Don't know why I took it off for some reason. Got both the oil caps because I replaced them with anodized ones. Never put them back on when I sold that bike. I've got both of the spacers for the rear wheel, you know, when you tighten your chain up, because I changed those with anodized ones as well. And I've also got the main jet, because I swapped it over for an adjustable one, so you can adjust it with your fingers. Whatever this one was here, this is what I swapped it with. Sunline aluminium calibrated fuel mixture screw with O-ring design. Anyway, that's what I swapped it with. This is the original jet out of it, so if anyone needs an original proper factory jet for their 2005 carbureted 450, let me know and we sort that out, because I don't need them anymore. Sold the bike. So I've got those parts there, just having a bit of a sort out. Found quite a lot of stuff. I've got some liquid steel and all that. Got clips. I don't know why I bought one of those for. Found loads of things. I found a spoke spanner. If anybody wants a speedo that come off me gas, if anybody wants one of those, let me know. Yeah, just having a bit of a sort out. Uncovered all those magnets that whoever was sending me those when I had the PO box open. Uncovered all of those. Look, I've got two Wilmers. I quite like that Wilmer. That was a nice one. What on earth is going on with this one? I have no idea. They're magnets, they are. Somebody decided to send me some magnets. So I'm just sorting all this out because it's a bit of a mess. I'm going to go down the drawers, sort the drawers out, put all the lighters together, you know, with pens together, matches together, and all that kind of stuff. Put all the tape together. Like, what have we got in here? The drill bit. You know, just sort it all out, because it's always handy having sorted out drawers, so you know what you got in what drawer, so you can get to it easy when you actually want to use it. Because I thought to myself, when I've done that shelf, might as well go down and do the toolboxes as well. Found some grips. If anybody wants some pro taper grips, let me know. We'll sort that out. Lovely. Probably don't want that air filter, but I don't think that's worth trying to get rid of. Probably couldn't even give that away, even if I tried. What is it with women? Always females. The one that I'm attached to is grumpy 125, well, all the time. 365, not 125, 365 days of the year, 24/7. What's it all about? If you're a female and you're not grumpy all the time, leave a comment. You lot will be proud of me. Look, I've done a bit of organisation. I've sorted out a lot of the stuff that was underneath this bench along here. So we got coax and wires, we got fans, a box of stuff, meters, etc., microphones, power supply, inverter, box of power supplies and radios, old steam engine. So we've had a proper bit of a sort out here now, and we've got towels and rags and things over there. So it's all lovely jubbly. I've got this old burner, this old amp here. It was working alright, but I think I fried it because one of the relays, I think, is stuck and it won't key anymore. That's been under the bench for a long time, many years. I've all had dust. But as far as I remember, one day it wouldn't key anymore. So yeah, I think that's what happened. I really regret selling my 200 BRL 200s because they're much better. They're like a cream. Instead of this being small and skinny, there was like a cream, and it was like a big wider box. And I believe you had two knobs, and I think they had 2 valves in it, whereas this has only got 1, I think. But anyway, I really regret selling that because that was a lovely amp. It had all been refurbished and everything, whereas I got this one. I bought this off a local CBer. I bought this off of the Murdoch. If anyone's watching that's local, I bought it off the Murdoch, Dave Murdoch. So he had a fan on top of it and everything. I think I bought it off him. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I did. Anyway, yeah. So that's a shame. I'm going to try and get that working somehow. I just had a bit of a sort out radio here. Found another handheld I didn't even know I had. Lovely. But I've got so much stuff. But I tell you what, a lot of people a long time ago were requesting a video on this old pneumatic, whatever it is. So I may do that. I may have a look at this. I mean, have a look at that, and because some people were interested in it, some people were asking about it. Where's it gone? Have you still got it? Blah blah blah. So there it is. It's under there. I just need to get it out, and it works. It's fine. It's all right. But if you want a video on it, leave a comment, and I'll do a video only on that. And yeah, that's that really. Hello. Lovely. I've had to come out for a little bit of a drive because every time you take the battery off of it, you have to go and let it tick over for 10 minutes. Otherwise, every time you go to a set of traffic lights, it will stall and it won't stay running. It's a pain in the arse. But it's ticking over all right now. Sounds all right. I love the sound of this exhaust. But what I want to do is get rid of that back box. There's a box under there. See that box? I want to get rid of that. I'm going to get all that undersealed as well. Where I've just done these brakes, there's a bit of a noise coming from under here on this left side, so I'm going to have to look into that before I do anything else. Wheels need to be painted, I know that, or anyone points it out. It's not curbage, it's just where someone's painted it in the past. Look, you've got orange, black and all that coming off. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there. Got to reset everything in here now because all the battery was off. Time's wrong, it's not 27 minutes past midnight. But yeah, it's a bit of a slow project, this Focus, for me. Very slow project. Other things take priority, you know. Well, money wise, other things take priority. But we're getting there. So I'm going to let this tick over for another, probably about 5 minutes. And then I'm going to go for a little drive. I don't know what that rubbing is. I'm hoping it's just the pads, because I didn't change the discs, did I? Or if you're American, rotors. I didn't change the discs. All I changed was the pads. And those discs are quite rusty. And also there's some pitting, and also there's a bit of a lip on them. I'm not bothered about any of that. All I want is that they work all right. That's all I'm worried about. If it's enough to pass an MOT, that's all I care about. So at the moment, anyway. So yeah, I'm hoping it's just that. But it's a bit of a noise coming from the back left-hand side, but I can't think what else it could be unless the wheels are a bit wonky. I think I tightened the nut. I think I tightened the nuts up. I don't know. We'll find out. I bring this. Oh, the lens cover's just come off. I bring this with me as well because I've got a bit of film in it. I've got. What number are we on? 22. Need 23. I'm on 23. I bring this with me because I want to use the rest of this film up, so I can send all the rest of them off. I don't like just sending a few off and I've got one that's halfway through. I'd rather finish them all and then send them all off. So that's what I'm going to do. Bring that with me, take a few pictures of the surroundings, take a few pictures of the car. Not here, and take pictures of that. Down there, it's nice. But, yeah, it's all good and dandy. I just love the sound of the tick over on this car. Putting those, the one and only reason that I put those high lift cams in, and they were from a rally car. I don't know what make they are or anything, I can't remember. But the one and only reason I bought them and put them in was to get a lumpy tick over, a lumpy idle. I don't care about the rest of the performance gains. In fact, I'm not seeing much of it because it ain't mapped. But the one and only reason I put them in was for the tick over. I'm going to leave it with you for a minute and you can just have a listen. can't tell me that doesn't make a nice sound. I mean, these engines, when they're on their standard cams, they're quite smooth. They're just a smooth, just smooth. So it has made it quite lumpy. When I first put them in, I'll tell you what, when I first put them in, I couldn't time them because they had to be timed, and I didn't have the right equipment, and it was expensive equipment. So I took it to SCC Performance, right, and they timed them up properly to the timing specs that I was given when I bought them, and it was a lot more rough than this. It was sounded so nice. It was up and down, womp 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 womp, like that. And then when you drive slowly, it just go boom 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 boom. It's bloody brilliant. I loved it, and now it's kind of smoothed out a bit. And the only reason I can gather that I thought myself, well, first I wondered if the timing had gone out a little bit and needed to be retimed, but apparently the ECU has learned how to smooth it out, and it can't smooth it out entirely because the cams are physically just too big. But the ECU has learned trying to smooth out the tick over because it's on the stock map, it's on the standard map. That's another thing. Can't find anyone to map this. I've contacted a few because I don't want it at the moment. I can't afford. I don't think this engine's strong enough. I think the head gasket's on its way out, and I don't trust it, and I don't think it's strong enough to be on a rolling road and be thrashed while it's being mapped. Here comes that fan. I was waiting for that to come in. Anyway, I don't trust it. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it'll last, and I don't want to. So all I want is either a chip or a flash, something like that, so that so I can just drive it. So it would tick over properly, and it'll be nice to drive. Yeah, because at the moment the air fuel ratios are all over the place. That's all I want. But anyone I've contacted, because they're professionals, you know, and they're not interested. They say, oh yeah, bespoke maps are blah blah blah, you know, on the rolling road. I said, no, I don't want it on the rolling road if that's all right. I just want you either that, put it on the rolling road, but drive it normally. Don't thrash it right up to the top of the revs. Just drive it normally and try and map it just to be driven. I know it's not normal, and I know that's not how you normally do it. I'm not stupid, but that's what I want. I don't want to thrash it because I don't think it'll blow up, and the head gasket will go completely, and I can't afford to do it. I don't want to do it. All I want to do is drive the bloody thing. If I'm driving and it goes, fair enough. You know, but as it is now, you can't drive it, and well, you've got to do it all the time when you're trying to drive it at the moment, because it's so temperamental. You're always using the handbrake to stop sometimes, because sometimes I'm quite good at left foot braking and just double braking, you know, like that. I'm quite good at it, but the thing is, it's just not. It's not right. I'd rather it be running better, so I can drive it normally, and then just drive it, just enjoy it for the summer. It's the only thing that's stopping me from driving it. It's quite frustrating. No one will map it, no one will flash it, no one will chip it, no one will map it normally on a rolling road. Everyone's like, no, it's got to be done properly. You've got to rev it right up to 7,000. But I don't want you to. I want you to drive normally. Anyway, so that's that. So now I'm going to go for a drive now.